It's round 3 here. This is the next day. He came back. He sparred 3 more rounds. This time he decided he wanted to turn his gloves backwards because he said, when I turn my gloves backwards, it gives me a 2-inch reach. So I guess that's he believed that to be the reason why I was able to get shots off, is because I had my gloves backwards and it gave me an extra reach. So he came back, turned his gloves around for the same 2-inch reach, I guess, to see if if that was the problem. But the true problem is when you want to brawl, you kind of stand right in front of a man, and the man that can walk you around and make you feel uncomfortable. You can't really settle your punches. You can't really get no power to your punches because you want to keep your feet grounded. You kind of want to stand still and throw punches. If someone makes you walk around, it kind of disturbs your power, your strength. You can't twist on it. You're not used to moving and punching at the same time. And that's truly the problem here, is that if I stood in front of him, he'd probably whack away on me. But using the footwork, moving them around, taking different angles, it's messing up his rhythm, messing up his range. You can't find it. But he has adjusted somewhat from the first time we sparred. He's definitely adjusted a little bit more. But he still can't find his range. He still can't pull the trigger. He sees the opening, but he just can't let his hands go. And this is a problem with a lot of boxers. They end up seeing the position, they get tight and tense, and they see the opening, but they can't let their hands go quick enough. That's why you want to stay relaxed. Boxing is not a tense sport. You want your arms relaxed. Even when you're doing 52 and you're throwing up your uptown, you want your arms relaxed. You want to jab relaxed. The tenser you get, the stiffer you get. Your movement becomes slow. You see the opening, but you can't let your hands go. So this is round 4. Putting some minutes in, so like I said before, you gotta breathe on this. You can't just be out there swinging punches in the air, which is really showing, his technique, because he hasn't resorted to haymaker swinging. He's trying to stay composed, find the shot. That's how you gotta do it when you fight in 3-4 minutes. Breathe. You can easily gas out. As my teacher told me, fatigue makes cowards of us all. Once you get that limit of fatigue, you don't want to fight no more, you just want to go home. So you gotta breathe properly. Try to combinate your punches. You don't want to be a one-punch wonder. Use your jab, one of your best defensive weapons. It's me throwing punches off the angle. Like I said, he's just having the problem setting and getting off because he's used to standing straight in front of his opponent and just exchanging punches with him. See right there, got 2 low jab wounds, took him off his feet. And like I said, so far you've seen elements of the 52. Basically, when you see your opening the punch, you punch. 52 is not an African dance. It's situational. You pick off shots, you throw back shots. That's it. It's not about standing there or waving your arms, as some may say. A lot of the arm movements of 52 are hand fakes. Use the setup shots. But when you see me and Ramel slap boxing, what you see is the training of 52. A lot of the brothers back in the day, when they wanted to compare skills, they used slap boxing to do it. That way they didn't have to punch each other in the face. They can still get their point across using the open hand. This became a technique to teach other people, just like Ramel taught me. open hand slaps, sending me home with his handprints on my face until I had to learn to get these blocks up. You know, move your head more. Use your footwork, change the angle. You know, you have some that say that, you know, you just stand there and block, and I guess that may work for some, but when you stand there, there's no just continuous blocking. It's not like a kung fu flick where you just can block 20 shots. Eventually, you have to come forward with your offense. And standing there, blocking and throwing punches, that's brawling. You know, you gotta move around, take new angles. They say a moving target is harder to hit. So if you stand in front of a man, you're pretty much just a punching bag. But this wasn't about 52 too much. He just came down and he wanted to test to see if, you know, how I move around, how my boxing game was. It's slightly, you know, different from what he's seen. You know, my teacher Wilson Pitts showed me how to box. You know, he had a different technique of training us. So, guy who didn't like me too much, you know, didn't like my boxing style.